When Israel launched its preemptive attack on Iran's nuclear facilities, the United States said Israel acted alone. But that tune soon changed, and now, apparently, the United States is ready to stand shoulder to shoulder with its strongest ally in the region. Israel says it had no choice to launch its attack on Iran's nuclear program and military leaders because the Iranian regime was extremely close to building a nuclear weapon. For context, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been saying for more than 10 years that Iran is very close to getting a nuclear bomb. So it's unclear what sort of new intelligence the Israelis had to indicate just how close Iran really was. Now, just because Iran had fissile material doesn't necessarily mean they had a way to actually put it on a weapon. We do know Iran signed a defensive agreement earlier this year with Russia, and the Mullah regime has several informal agreements with North Korea, both nuclear powers, so it's possible those countries could have shared some missile technology with Tehran. Still, earlier this year, the U.S. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, testified before Congress Iran was not pursuing a nuclear weapon. This, despite the fact the Bulletin for Atomic Scientists reported the Iranians could make enough enriched uranium at Fordow to make a weapon within a few days. When asked about her testimony this week, President Donald Trump said he, quote, didn't care what she said. And after Secretary of State Marco Rubio originally tried to distance the U.S. from the Israeli attacks on Iran, it now looks like the U.S. is trying to close that distance. In addition to the 40,000 U.S. personnel already stationed in the region, the United States military presence is being bolstered. Dozens of tanker aircraft were deployed to the region, as well as fighter jets. Those planes were already put to work helping defend Israel and U.S. personnel from incoming Iranian aerial threats. In addition to the tankers and fighters, the U.S. also has bombers stationed at Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. The island Navy and Air Force fortress is well within striking distance of Iran. The U.S. maritime presence is also seeing a surge. Additional destroyers are being sent to the region, which can help with air defense. Littoral combat ships and anti-mine vessels are also sailing to the region to assist with operations close to shore if the need arises. The USS Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group is in the Red Sea already, and the USS Nimitz Carrier Strike Group is transiting the Western Pacific toward the Middle East as well. Carrier strike groups are the ultimate in force projection. Some say they have the ability to topple nations all on their own. Will all these resources be needed to deter Iran or defeat Iran if necessary? We don't know yet. There are reports Iran was ready to negotiate a ceasefire, then the regime rejected the idea. Israel and the U.S. say they're both committed to seeing the operation through to the end, which means making sure Iran can never enrich uranium again. But accomplishing that goal would mean taking out the underground Fordow nuclear facility. The only conventional weapon capable of taking that site out from the air is the massive ordnance penetrator, which only the United States has. So if the plan is to take it out by air, the U.S. will need to be involved. But Israeli commandos are really good at what they do. Last fall, more than 100 of them took out an underground base in Syria. So it is possible Israel has some similar designs for the Fordow facility if the U.S. doesn't drop the mop for whatever reason. For now, it's definitely time to wait and see, because as Trump just said, no one knows what he's going to do, or whether Congress will sign off on the U.S. entering another war in the Middle East. For more unbiased, straight fact reporting like this, download the Straight Arrow News app today.